You all know and love her for her golf swing. It's Grace Charis. Let's see what we can do to improve her golf swing. As she begins, notice the hands work out in front of this red line, meaning that the hand path, the path that the hands travel on, is going to be quite vertical. And what that's going to look like at the top of the backswing is this position here, where the butt end of her club is quite close to her toes. What I would prefer to see is getting this arm structure to be a bit further behind or further left. And the reason why I say that is when she transitions into the downswing, as she rotates her hips and upper body towards the target, you'll notice that the club works way too far out in front of her. Looking at the pitch of the shaft here, it is too vertical, and essentially the club head has worked too far out in this direction here. Why that's important is because if she doesn't make any compensations, which she does, then this club path is going to work just too far to the left. And so what Grace does instead is that if we bring it back to the top of the backswing, is that just watch her butt and how it stays on this red line. You'll notice that as she transitions into the downswing, it stays on it, but then from this position here towards impact, her butt or her backside is going to come off that red line and early extend, causing some issues with her contact and really trying to control the loft on the golf club. But when she does this move, when she moves her pelvis and backside in towards the golf ball, what that is doing is it's trying to get this club shaft to work more horizontal. So it's trying to get this club shaft to work more in the direction that this red line is going. Because of how she is swinging the golf club at the moment with how high her hands are or how vertical her arm structure is, the club head is just working too far out in front of her. And then by extending the pelvis and early extending it, this club shaft is going to try to work further behind with that movement. But in my opinion, she just has too many elements in her golf swing that is causing the club to work too far out in front of her and getting this club path too far to the left, meaning slices or big pulls. So ideally, I would try to get her to work her hands more on the inside in the early parts of her backswing and all the way up to the top, and feeling like she retains that hand depth, or meaning the hands work a bit more down versus further out, and therefore she won't cut across the golf ball as much, and we won't see this compensation with her pelvis extending towards the golf ball and some potential heel contacts like we see here, and all the issues that come from early extending.